In this video, I'm going to show you the best way and the easiest way to start a YouTube political reaction channel. I have a few of these. They got monetized in my case very quickly. It's so easy to do, even if you don't have like a team behind you. You don't want to spend time learning tech or doing editing. It's so easy. I'm going to show a few clips of other people's channels, and then I do an even easier setup because they have teams behind them. Now, it doesn't matter if you're left wing, right wing, down the center. Just have a niche and just a general vibe of like the side that you're on. And you don't even have to try hard on that because you probably are like that. You just give your own opinions. But I'm going to show a few and then how to make it even easier so you don't need anybody else to help edit. Like right now, I'm not editing anything. I'm choosing not to show my face in this. I could later. These guys do. As I'm recording right now, you can see that I'm here talking on the microphone in that little thing. So I could be doing that, but I just deciding not to. So watch this. I'm going to show you what he's doing and then how you do this whole thing.
That's what the Secretary of State / National Security Advisor Marco Rubio did yesterday. He told the...
Okay, so he's sitting there in front of the camera filming that. And then you just go around YouTube and play different clips. Okay.
Okay. So there'd be even more Americans dead. So
well, here's a clip.
In the region could not keep up. As you know, Iran.
All right, so you play a clip and react to it. So that's his setup. I'll go to another one. This is even more like studio-like produced. This breaking point.
Reporting about her foreign policy views. So we thought the best thing to do would be to have her on and just ask her directly what she thinks about various issues.
For our premium subscription, let's go and put.
So it's the two of them there, and then they go around and do clips. This is like the same clip.
Why we knew that and didn't.
They had to evaluate the threats to the U.S.
Okay, and then they talk about it. And here's another guy just by himself. He's got a nice background, but this is pretty easy. But I guarantee there are people working behind the scenes even with this one.
Sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go.
He goes there.
All right, folks.
The 2028 election is gone.
He shows like a Pierce clip. So basically what you do, all you have to do, you can see I got a bunch of browser tabs open. You just think, okay, what's hot right now on the day? Right now, it's like the war going on in Iran. You probably have an opinion on that, right? So you search a bunch of videos, get them ready on different tabs in YouTube. You don't have to download anything. I would recommend paying, $9 a month or whatever it is for YouTube Premium so you don't have to deal with the ads, right? And then you can just play them live while you're commenting. And this is what I do all the time. All right. So I just look. So basically all you're doing, you don't even have to prepare that much. You just look around for a few video clips that you want to say, like, look at Trump saying, like, this is awesome, or look what he's saying, this is so stupid, depending on what side you're on. Or look at, these different people in the administration. Here's a clip from CNN, a clip from Fox. And then you just, open the browser, whatever, you just play it, right? You just, like I could just go to a CNN thing and just play it. And then you comment on it, and you don't need. See, the thing is, if you're using something like OBS or like a lot of these softwares, it's difficult to do because you got to set everything up and make a big deal about it. But right now I'm doing this with Podsplice, and I'm just screen recording on 4 separate tracks. It's doing it all automatically. Okay, it's got my microphone on one track, my face on another track, which I'm not doing, my screen, and then the system or internal audio, which is the sound from YouTube. So that's all you have to do. And then you just look at different clips. I'd get on X, you can play this full screen. You just click around your browser.
I'll tell you what, I have never had more compliments on something I did.
Right. And then the thing is, there's so much news. So you can see what's hot. You can see the main topics. You can go over to like, CNN, Wall Street Journal, refresh it, whatever, click on like an article, and, you can talk about that and then go over to the different things, and then you press done. Oh, last thing I wanted to say, actually, there's a few more things. This is another format that you can do, and you can also do this with Podsplice. So you can start interviewing people once you start getting a few views. So watch this. This guy, he interviews this professor here. This is a remote interview. I don't even think he's doing it properly with like the software I'm using does it in way more of a clear way because each person's recording on their own computer and then speaking. So it's like remote recording, but it's local recording, even though you're talking, it could be around the world, so it comes out a lot clearer. We just have a conversation like this.
Trump or has the Secretary of Defense,
right? And you can put your little backgrounds in there, and
also calls himself the Secretary of.
They're both talking. Now, there are some legal things like fair right, or like if it's fair use and stuff. So you can't just upload an entire clip and say and don't add anything to it. But I haven't had any strikes so far, knock on wood, on different channels, and I'm playing mainstream stuff. And I'm just adding to it. You just have to add your own voice or thoughts to it. And that's it. So that's how you're adding value to this. Now, the beauty in 2026, like before, you had to download a bunch of software. You had to know what you were doing. You had to spend time editing. This is just like one, you click record and then that's it. You just scoot around the different browser tabs. If you want to have a remote interview, you can have that. And then you can just comment on it, right? Like I would get, if I was doing like my thoughts on Iran or something, I'd probably show a few things that politicians said. I'd put that in the YouTube thumbnail. I would show, like I'd go on X and I'd look for some explosions of things and say like, look, here's a ship going down. It got torpedoed. Look at that. Or look what happened to the girls' school, if you want to focus on that, which is tragic. And there's just so many angles to it, so many different clips. And you just go around and show the clips. Like, how quick is it? I just thought of that now. So like, I'll just say, actually I'll do this on X, which is probably easier to find here. So I'll just, let's see, go to search and say, Iran ship, torpedo. So I would do this like, this would be my work before pressing record. So watch this if you haven't seen it. Okay. So they show this, the black and white footage. Look at that. They shoot that. This is unbelievable. So I just don't want to give my opinion on this thing because that's not really what the point is. But I don't know. I hope everything turns out with this. But the point is, if you're making a political channel, it's so easy because there's so much content out there. You just find like 5 or 6 clips or even one clip, whatever, that you want to show. And then you comment on it. Now, the thing is that you want to make sure is you're doing it with software that is easy, unless you want to get a whole team and spend so long editing, setting it up, figuring it out. Each time you do it so long. Other than that, you just go to Podsplice, like check it out. I'm already logged in, but you do this. It's very cheap right now, $15 a month, right? All you have to do is this, start recording, click this overdub thing, share your entire screen, click this also system audio, and then in settings, you would choose your microphone that you're using in your video camera if you're going to record your face, and then you click down here, record, and that's it, okay? And then everything at the end, it just splices it together, it uploads it in the right format, and it's done. I don't edit anything, okay? If I do something that's terrible, I could just do it again. But it's just one shot recording, right? And okay, so there I am there, you can see. So I'll close this one because this is not the one I'm recording on, right? All right, so that's all you would basically do. And then you start uploading these to YouTube. And honestly, in my experience, I've had, after like 5 or 6 videos, I'm starting to get sometimes thousands of views per video. And that's a lot more views than I would get probably on this one, because this is showing how to do that. So there are less people looking for how to do that. But just the topics of anything politics from any of your countries, wherever you're from, UK, Australia, Canada, US, obviously, there's just so much stuff going around and so much stuff that makes people's blood boil on either side. And you don't, like, if you are political at all, if you just have opinions on things, there's just infinite number of things that you can comment on, and you just want to click around your screen, share the video live, not get stuck in any, I don't know what software to use, or I don't know how to do this, or I need an editor, or this is going to take forever, or you get burnt out. You just click around, go full screen, show the thing, upload it to YouTube, and you're done. Like even now, Gemini and ChatGPT can make the thumbnails for you, or you can make them for free on Canva. It's just so easy. AI can help you with the YouTube description and title to make it, more viral sounding. And then however long this video is, honestly, that's how long it's going to take me to do it. So the length of time of the video, let's say it's 7 minutes, plus like 30 seconds to put my headphones on and the microphone plugged in, and then like a few seconds to like upload it, another minute or so to get the thumbnail and the title and the description done with AI. And then I'm done. And a lot of these, I looked at the stats, a lot of these channels take between, like to do a 5-minute video, it'll take between 1 hour and 8 hours for them to do it. And they have different staff doing it because it can be just so annoying. But with this, and we're putting in templates as well, so you can look even more professional. If you want to look like your own little news channel or put your logo up there or whatever. But just so easy, so many things you can do, so many ways to monetize this. And the ads pay surprisingly well on political channels because the audience the advertisers know what type of audience you have based on the type of content you have, right? So like if you're a left-wing channel, they know roughly the age and the type of people that would listen to whatever you make after a while. And then it knows what ads to show them. So the ads aren't based on the content. They're based on the type of viewer. And you have like a specific demographic. Same with center or same with right. They know the male, female breakdown, the rough age, roughly what else they're interested in, depending on who you like. And then they even pay more on that, that I'm finding. So political is a good way to go. They go viral. It gets people's, they get amped up depending on whatever you're saying. And it's just such a highly searched, highly interesting topic for a lot of people to watch that, it's a great thing to start doing and monetizing, and easy, that you don't need a big team. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to script write. You just ramble off whatever's on your mind. After watching a few clips, you'll know exactly what to say because you almost watch it together with them, and then you pause it and just comment on it. So anyway, that's my 2 cents there. Highly recommended. I'm making these channels. It's working. I've got, we have people that are also making them, and it's working for most of them as well. And they're finding it fun and easy. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and try out Podsplice. I think you will love it.